sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Duvernay. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's complete a drop in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the draw, it's Pollard. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Gun. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Devin Duvernay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 27 yards there, a first down. This is Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And this is incomplete. Charlie Werner, the tight end, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Gonzalez.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, Joe. Oh.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw on third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Wilson to Metcalf that time. First down, Seattle. Now Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Hey, watch the slide. Watch the slide. Undercut.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Now 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Shot 56. Run. Watch the twitch. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
Here's Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Darius Moore on the tackle.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
56 right there. 56.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away. Marquise Blair.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 56-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
56.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
On first down, Wilson.
Oh, come on.
It's intercepted.
Oh.
Picked up by Quan Alexander. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception.
Oh, shit.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, he's going to let one go deep for Parker.
Oh, come on.
Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Run for Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson. Going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker Fred Warner right there on the coverage.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Oh, shit.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
Oh, shit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run the draw with Mostert. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Shit.
Completes it to Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw out right by Patterson.
It's supposed to be a fucking stud.
Short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Brings up, so they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Niners 24, Seahawks 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Play action. Now Wilson. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This interception would go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
7.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
9 yards. It's second down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
On gain of 4. And this is...
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh,
and
shit.
That will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep.
Oh, come on. Catch the fucking ball.
Up there. It's incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Mostert. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was... Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
It's 2nd down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
He fucking drops another one.
Shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the 1st down there, and for the offense, They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Wilson will throw again. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
First down, Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I just can't understand how a defensive back can catch the ball so much better than a wide receiver.
2nd and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the 49ers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.